Everybody, welcome back into Bayou Time. Harry McCullough here. Tuesday on October 3rd, big night, actually a night out against crime. And here to talk about it as the Sheriff's Department and the HPD kind of team up on a night out against crime is Chief Travis Terrio of the HPD and First Lieutenant Blake Tabor of the Sheriff's Office. Guys, thanks so much for being here. I know you guys work together on a lot of things, so this is not unusual. You know, it's not like you're crossing any kind of line with your.
Right.
But you guys are going to work together for a night out against crime. What brings y'all together for this?
Right. So, actually, the Hero Fest that we had this past weekend was actually the kickoff for the Night Out Against Crime, which is recognized across the United States. But the National Night Out for Terrebonne Parish is actually going to be October 3rd. And starting around 5:30 in the afternoon until the last events at 8 o'clock at night.
And what do y'all do? I mean, it's going to be at 4 different locations. So is it a walk or is it just a gathering?
No, so it's it's pretty much just 4 separate neighborhoods, and we used to have a lot more, but since COVID, things have shrunk. That seems to be the norm with everything. But we have one at the downtown marina. We have one location which is going to be South Down West Park. We have one event that's going to be at the church at the corner of Peach and East Park. And we have what's called the Gazebo Group, and that's going to be at the South Down Plantation.
Okay. And these are just a great way to get together, right? And for everybody to kind of get to know each other, good touch point.
Right. I tell you what, it's one event that I truly enjoy every year because you go out, you see people that you haven't seen in years. The neighborhoods come out and everybody comes out and they just visit with each other. The kids all playing together in the street. We have police officers out there making sure everything stays safe, and it's just really a nice event. And I'm sure that other families do it throughout the parish, but these are the prevalent locations that they really have them at. And if there are some that we don't know about, we would encourage them to call us.
Blake, how important is it for Terrebonne Parish, the Sheriff's Department to work with HPD on things like this?
Well, look, I think the big message is that, everyone kind of understands that we have this cohesive law enforcement group here, which I don't think we talk enough about how beneficial that is, not only to the safety of the city limits of Houma, but the parish as well. And these are the kind of events that can sort of concrete and show that unity between our agencies and really show the brotherhood that we try to represent on a daily basis.
In 2023, you guys know what it's like after 2020, really, for the last 3 years. How important is it to have touch points where people get together in a cool way? Like, hey, I'm not pulling you over for a ticket. I'm not pulling you over for something. I don't think you're not a suspect. But for people to come together and have these touch points with law enforcement.
It's extremely important. In today's day and age, nobody likes to make a phone call. Nobody, likes to go and visit in person. They either want to send you an email or a text. And it's good to put a face with a name, and often they'll come into contact with law enforcement and sometimes it's not in a pleasant way, but it's not that any police officers are wanting to be rude or mean. They're just trying to make sure that everybody's safe. And it's good to see us in a different light sometimes. Get out there and throw the baseball with the kids and football or basketball. I don't think I'm getting a foot race with them, but it's just it's a nice family event, and we look forward to it every year.
Yeah, same way, Blake. I mean, and look, and I guess if I know you, I'm more likely to maybe use that text and give you a call and say, hey, look, something's going on, as opposed to going, well, I ain't calling him. They ain't not even going to help us. I don't know those guys.
Absolutely. It's about humanizing the badge, It's about reinforcing the fact that, police officers in your community were fathers, were brothers, were sisters, were parents, and it's about letting people know that we care about what happens in people's personal lives, Chief talked about the Hero Fest this past weekend, and not only was it a huge success for the community as a whole, but it was a way for officers and their families to get together with other officers and their families. It was extremely refreshing watching my children play with another officer that I spend more time with than I do my own family, and maybe the kids haven't had an opportunity to play together yet. And I think, when you get through your day-to-day routine, you lose sight of what's important, and that's family. It's not just law enforcement's family, it's the community as a whole. And we want to be viewed as family members of all of our residents.
Sure, sure. And look, it also is 2023 when it comes to mental health. You know, what everybody's been through for so long, everybody thinks all you'll do is chase guys around with guns, cops, and robbers kind of stuff. But mental health calls are probably make up a big percentage of your calls, don't you think? Chief.
Absolutely. You know, I take it as a compliment coming from the thumper, you know. But, you know, mental health is a big deal. You know, there's a push going on right now. And, you know, back in March, I believe it was, June, we did a walkout throughout the community. And the sheriff's department, the Houma Police Department, a lot of state agencies, housing agencies, we all went out and we were pushing out the mental health hotline and things like that. And it is a huge deal. You know, mental health is probably one of the biggest problems we have in the country, along with narcotics, and they both go hand in hand. So for us to do some outreach, and especially on nights like Night Out Against Crime, it makes our jobs a lot easier whenever people feel comfortable talking to us.
And what's the one message you want to get out, Blake, when you talk to people?
It's that we're approachable. You know, when you have a problem, no problem is too big or too small. We're always here for you. You're not an inconvenience. You're family.
Okay. Can we look at that flyer one more time, Aaron? And it is October the 3rd. That's a Tuesday night, and it's at these 4 locations: South Down West, the Marina, East Park, and the gazebo is at South Down Plantation, right? So it'll be from 5:30 to about 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Guys, thanks. Appreciate it, and hope to see y'all out there. We'll be right back with more Bayou Time right